Now we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, first of all, we refer to our last analysis. Okay, if you refer to our, I mean, last video in the we have been looking for buy from this correction, and one of the option was to have entry above the top. But later, when we see the price was exactly within this range, at that time the price haven't tagged the top yet. I may just give an update that I mentioned we are not going to have a trade anymore with having trade above this top. That's why I mentioned is cancel, because as we can see, even I explained the price can tag and reverse. Because sometimes, for example, we have for last time we have been looking for buy from here, but later we see the changes. Okay, that's why I give update. This one can drop, and this is what we get. Okay, now we want to see how we can. I mean, whether we can get and look for another trade setup, whether buy or sell. As we can see, it's on daily chart, we don't have anything. And if we move to forward chart, based on forward chart, also the only things is we need to be quite like this one give make us like the chart to analyze become quite complicated, or we call this correction become quite complicated. By the way, we don't need to care about this. The only thing is we want to see how deep this one can go. Any buy setup we get, we trade it. We don't need to wait the price and break this low. Okay, because as we can see, the price sharply drop and reverse. Okay, no, the things is even based on forward chart, we don't get any direction like trade setup. And if we move to 1 hour chart, right now based on 1 hour chart, the only things I want to highlight, whether can we put this one is still as a part of the correction, because as we can see, this is really is like exactly a running flat. But the only thing is what we have here is too corrective, because this one already have internal correction. Can we call it this one is a one move and this is a correction in relative to this for one move down? It may happen, we need to know about this. But how about if the price reverse from here? Okay, right now, even as we can see, if this one continue and give a correction, we can look for buy. All right, and we should, when the price come to this top, we should know whether there is a breakout or not. All right, but if the price give us one more drop, then at least we can confirm this one with the internal correction. This running flat is finished, and we can expect look. I mean, from there we can look for buy. We don't need to wait for the breakout of this. By the way, we cannot jump into the trade from what we have here. Okay, the only thing is if this one continue, we need to get the correction or at a small flag before we take the trade. Okay, anyway, we don't have any trade setup, and here we cannot jump into the trade. May the reason may the price can drop one more. By the way, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. But right now, we don't have any trade setup, even for sell or buy, because even if we want to look for sell, the price is really sharp. If it was corrective, maybe we can consider. The only times if we want to look for sell if we get a flat, then maybe we can consider for one move down. By the way, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.